Mwebaza omulimu omulungi gwatukoledde. Njagala okumwebazayo kino ekyenjawulo okutuwuliriza nga bannaddiini. Twali ku bunkenke wano, omukulu ayogedde ntwali ku bunkenke wano. Bobi Wine bamukuba emiggo ne Zaake ne bawarizibwa n'okugenda ebweru. Ffe ffennyini nga bakulembeze b'eddiini ekyo temwakimanya. Under the Interreligious Council of Uganda, nitugende wa President tumusaba nti mulekerawo okuba abantu. Netumugaa nti Bobi Wine agenda kudda ate alina okutuukira mu miggo. Bana President yawulira okusaba kwaffe, awo nno ne mwebaza. Era ne Zaake bwe yadda tebakola ki? Tebamukuba miggo. Awo nno ssebo twebaza emirimu gyonna egikoleddwa gavumenti, ate tugisaba kimu ekirala kwe kulaba nti tunyweza obumu obwo, tunyweza moto y'eggwanga yaffe esinga obulungi mu nsi yonna egamba nti for God and what? Kakati nga gavumenti, omanyi gavumenti tulowooza ku pulezidenti kanene wansi n'abapoliisi ba part of the government, ab'amagye they are part of the government. Kati ng'ogenda okuba tear gas, ogenda okuba emiggo, are you doing it for God and your country? Is the answer yes or no? It is no in capital letters. Nze mundaba wano ndi Dr. Mulamba namwe permanent students. Bwe mbadde mu lukiiko e Roma nga tusharinga bya promotion of integral development, justice and peace, ekimu ku binayamba mu nsi yonna okupromotinga justice and peace olwa nti ffenna tujjukira Katonda nga tuliisa emibiri n'emyoyo. Ekyo nkisabanga munnaddiini civil minister ne basecurity forces baffe, police, prisons and army babeere ne chaplains ababyoyo emyoyo. Kwakasiga nti oluusi gavumenti yakuba nti mugende mukube nibalooza tulina okuba kubanga emyoyo myavu giri impoverished. Kati bw'olaba amawanga gakola nga America, nange bampandikirawo nga bansaba okubaweereza bafaala babatraining babeere ba chaplains mu magye gaabwe. Mukiraba? Awo nange I humbly ask government okulaba nti ffenna we keep this motto for God and our country, so that also all organs of government, and especially abayamba government implement this policy in the state offices, they should have chaplains of the different faiths in the army, in the police and prisons. Bannange mumpagira mu ekyo. Owekiba Katikkiro twebaza ssebo obubaka otuwadde. Ate tukubaza mu ngeri enjawulo otukulembedde bulungi nnyo nga Katikkiro. Ate nga oli omwana w'edda ya Nakalama oli mu Katoliki tuwulira bulungi nnyo okulaba nti omwana waffe atukulembedde bulungi. Tukwebaza obubaka butuusizaako n'okwebaza Ssaabasajja emirimu emirungi gyonna gyatukoledde, ate bannange n'okumusabira. Nga bwe naawulira edda tuli kye tuli bannange lwagwera Bwakabaka bwa Buganda. Ennaku z'omwezi zaali 23 omwaka ogwa February omwaka gw'Olukumi-1879 mu kifo wetuuba wano kaakati kuba olubiri lwa Ssaabasajja lwali wano. Ssekabaka Muteesa Omubereberye n'akkiriza abaminsani okujja okusomesa eddiini wano Perimapeera ali ne Brother Amos. Era y'ensonga lwaki twasalawo omwaka guno tugenda omwaka guli atukituukiza nti omwaka guno okulaba nti ekkaddiyizo oba museum eri wano ku mukono gwange ogwa ddyo eyali ennyumba y'abakulu twagiddaabiriza tujongerako kalina byonna ebikwata ku byafaayo by'ekereziya mu Uganda, njagala mu Uganda bijja kubeera mu museum eyo gye twasaba gavumenti ya Buganda ekkiriza etugibbulamu Ssekabaka Muteesa, the first Catholic museum. Era omulimu kugenda maaso nebaza ab'ekibiina ekikwembera mukyala Igasima wali wano oba Good Samaritans bwe bakukolera omulimu ogw'okutereeza museum eyo for the whole of Uganda. Era bweneggwa ondebo yakyali ngwagadde okumanya ebifa nebbi yatandika atya naki, everything will be here. Nga bw'ojja wano olabira ddala ebyaki ebyafaayo. Sebo naye bwana mukulu, sebo tukwebaza okutukulembera obulungi nga Cathedral Administrator, ate n'abakulu bonna abakuyambako wano, ate wamu n'obubaka ab'oba okutuwa. Obubaka bwe ngenda okubawa bwe bwange. Bwe nabadde ntuuka ku kisaawe ne bampa amawulire gano agayitibwa akalango, nga mulimu obubaka bwa Ssaabasumba Cyprian Kizito Lwanga obw'amazaalibwa g'omwaka guno. Bw'ogenda ku page laba ne title nayo sigyogerangako, twebereremu mu kukuza amazaalibwa gani ga Kristo. Bw'ogenda ku page 7 ne page 8 mulimu ekifaananyi kyange ne message enzijuvu Ssaabasumba gye wawa ku Lwokutaano. Juliet Lukwago n'akuwa ebifaananyi n'abatwalira ne text. Bannange ku Lwokutaano nali Copenhagen, kyekibuga ekikulu ekya Denmark. Nsobola ntya okubeera mu bifo ebibiri nenkuwa n'ebifaananyi. Mulimu abalina ebitone bayita by location nga Padre Pio, naye nze sikirina. Kaakati nsaba Namundi abali wano naddala ab'akatabo kana kakibwa akalango, lwaki mutunda ebyobulimba? Lwaki mutunda ebyobulimba? Nze era mbakuba na buyinza nalibadde mpera akatabo kano okuva ku market. It is doing more harm than what? Awuno sebo honorable minister. Bino byonna bye byonoona gavumenti. Wakati balowooza nti gavumenti ebakkiriza. Naye buno bubbi. Kaakano ekifaananyi kyange kwekiri ne message era newuunya message gye mugenda okuwulira ddala nnyo kwerimu, naye nga bagamba ti gye nawa Friday ng'ate ndi Copenhagen. Obwo si bulimba bannange? Obubaka bwe ngenda okuwa okusooka tubadde n'enkyukakyuka mu bukulembeze. Bisoma byonna nga bweri mu Luzungu ate ngifunze mu Luganda. As we come to the conclusion of the year 2018, I wish on behalf of the Uganda Joint Christian Council, to which I am the current chairman, I wish you, my dear fellow Christians, starting from His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, his dear family, as well as all the members of his government, Happy Christmas to you all and Happy New Year of 2019. I also wish to convey the same to all our cultural leaders in Uganda, especially His Majesty Ronald Mwenda Mutebi II, the Kabaka of Buganda, whose great-grandfathers permitted the missionaries to settle here and preach the word of God to us. Without King Mutesa's permission, Uganda would have been different from today. And to all the other cultural leaders, their dear families, their respective governments and people, I say to you all, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year of 2019. In a special way, I address my fellow religious leaders, starting with those of the Uganda Joint Christian Council, His Grace Archbishop Stanley Ntagali, the Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, Metropolitan Archbishop Jonah Lwanga, the leader of the Uganda Orthodox Church in Uganda, and all the bishops of the member churches, the clergy, the laity, and in a special way, the youth. To you all, I say a big, big Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year of 2019. To all the religious leaders of the Interreligious Council of Uganda, where I'm a co-president, and to all our followers, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Secondly, we thank God Almighty for His goodness to us during this year which we are about to end. We are very grateful indeed for all the graces and the many good things that we have received from you. However, for the many mistakes we have made before you, our loving God and Father, we say a very big sorry for all our mistakes, and we ask for your pardon and forgiveness. Let us all try to behave better in this coming New Year of 2019 with God's protection and guidance, guided also by our national motto, for God and our country. As we celebrate this year's Christmas, I would like to pay special attention to the following concerns in our country. One, the Church and African states' own human rights. After the Second World War, there was a universal rise and greater acknowledgement of human rights all over the world. This concept of human rights entered both the churches and the state's way of thinking. Soon after the Second World War, the struggle for independence began in all the colonized countries. Human rights influenced both the church and the state's understanding of justice, peace, and human dignity. For both the church and the state, the concept of human dignity came from the biblical image of God's creation of humanity and all that surrounds us. As we read in the first chapter of Genesis, chapter 1, to the end of that chapter, and to chapter 2, verse 3. Politicians who argued for Africa's political independence zeroed on the said human dignity. However, after receiving independence from our colonial masters, politicians, all those who came to power, quickly forgot the arguments they had tabled so as to get the African states' independence. Since then, differences between the church and the state on the issues of human rights have arisen as the result of differences on the interpretation of human rights, freedom, justice, and the promotion of human dignity. As we begin the coming New Year of 2019, I call upon all those responsible in governing people at all levels to re-examine our understanding and practice on the issue of human rights. On this issue of human rights, the state should be looking at the rights of all individuals to freedom of speech, freedom of belief, freedom of movement, freedom of choice, as well as freedom of association, etc. It goes without saying that the state should promote justice in every aspect of all human existence. Just as Christ operates with the Word of God and aims at the deepening and broadening of the Christian faith amongst people, all the states also should operate under their respective constitutions. For Uganda, we should all respect the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, which our leaders swear to abide by. This will surely assist us all in promoting human justice and rights and the rule of law in our country. Finally, we should have the same understanding and interpretation of what we call the fundamental human rights. It appears today that we do not all have the same definition and understanding of human rights. However, the global understanding and interpretation of human rights is as follows. Those rights and duties which belong essentially to all, to what it means to be true human, because without their fully being acknowledged and exercised, human beings cannot fulfill their original destiny of having been created in the image of God, which we read about in the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 26. So the state, as well as the church, should each be a champion for justice, peace, and the restored human dignity for all people in its analysis and commentary on issues of society, and its help for the promotion and implementation of human dignity, justice, and peace. Point number 2, political as well as social instability. Throughout this year, we've witnessed untold suffering and brutality meted out to hundreds of people by our security organs during political rallies, as well as during demonstrations, and also during free associations. So many are grieving the tragic loss of their beloved ones who have been killed. Many have fled their homes due to the land grabbing which the category has well described. The incarceration and torture of civilians is not only wrong and criminal, but must be condemned in the strongest terms possible. Point number 3, condolences. I wish once again to convey my condolences to the people who have lost their beloved ones this year, especially those who perished in a number of road accidents, and also those who died during the tragic capsized boat, water floods, and also those who have been killed by guns in different places. We entrust their souls to the merciful God. May their souls rest in eternal peace. Ayo mukama w'ekimuli kitagwawo. Ayo mukama w'ekimuli kitagwawo. Emyoyo gy'abakkiriza omukama gikosa gy'ekimuli eky'emirembe. Point number 4 is on corruption. The President of the Republic of Uganda recently launched the State House Anti-Corruption Unity in addition to the already existing policy tools to stem out corruption. However, given the system build-up of the vice of corruption in Uganda, way back since the 1970s, coupled with the political ploy of our weakening institutions, we all need to work very hard to fight this vice of corruption everywhere. But we thank the President for this initiative, and we pray that God assists him to seriously stop it, because he has the tools to do it at all levels, since corruption cuts across the various strata of our society: economic, education, political, social, and at times as well as religious. Corrupt persons employ sophisticated tactics. They use the foremost not caught guilty. So if I'm not caught guilty, I am innocent. This syndrome is quite common. People who get away with corruption because they have not been caught, when this crime has become an open secret, the case is adjourned several times and it is forgotten or hung up. The result of all this is that commissions of inquiry that we read about and hear about yield no results. So we go back to the square one. May our national motto be our guiding model and the principle, namely, that whatever we say and do, we do it for God and our country. Whoever gets tempted in corruption, please ask yourself this question: Am I doing this for God and my country? The answer cannot be yes. So please, don't do it. For us as Christians, let the Ten Commandments be our guide. And if you read the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3 to 17, that's where we find the Ten Commandments, accompanied with what Jesus said and teaches about what pleases God and promotes justice and peace. Ebekero bya Katonda biri bimeka? Biri bimeka? Bigamba bitya? Munjigiriza za Mukama waffe zenayogeddeko, bw'osoma evvanjiri ya Matayo, Luka, Mark n'abalala, ebyegero byonna 10 yabiyigirizaako, era nga bibagali nja kubayigiriza eddiini, nja kubinnyonnyola nammwe bitegeere. 5th point, national dialogue and reconciliation. As the religious leaders in Uganda, we are championing the Uganda national dialogue process. The dialogue process is aimed at creating a platform for Ugandans to agree on a shared transformative and development agenda that accelerates the consolidation of peace, security, justice, sustainable development, and shared prosperity. Peace, security of person, security of human rights, and the rule of law are outstanding items on the national dialogue agenda. And we thank the President and the government for allowing us to put it in motion. Unfortunately, when it was launched, I was out of the country. Let us seize this opportunity to popularize and participate in the Uganda National Dialogue, and let this Christmas help us to work towards having a peaceful country right from our homes, villages, communities, and the country at large. Point number 6, sexuality education program. History should help us to understand our current challenges in today's society. Since the 1960s, sexuality programs have been introduced in Europe, in the Western world, in their schools, as the education branch of institutions that have spearheaded the sexual revolution. Africa is now confronted with this very same challenge, putting at stake our children's and young people's morality. It takes only one generation to corrupt the soul of a whole continent, as the history of Europe has taught us. I've been in Europe and they are regretting what happened because they introduced sexuality education programs in their schools and now they are suffering. And unfortunately, our honorable members of parliament have allowed this to start. You have done a big mistake in capital letters, and we shall not forgive you. On September the 25th, 2018, we the top leaders of the UJCC, namely my person as the chairperson, His Grace Archbishop Kizito, the Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, and His Eminence John Lwanga, Metropolitan Archbishop of Uganda Orthodox Church, we, the three of us, submitted the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education and Sports our position paper on the launched National Sexuality Education Framework for Uganda, and we clearly expressed our key issues of concern on this negative policy, and that has been adopted by the government of Uganda, and these are as follows. One, we expressed reservation about the proposal to introduce sexuality education to our children attending pre-primary schools, and that's between the age of 3 and 5. Then you teach those sex, and also those of lower classes between the age of 6 and 9. Is that a crime? How can you teach sex to children between 3 and 9? What happens? What happened in you? After teaching them, they also want to practice. Do parents agree with that? And how did the members of parliament, accept that? Two, we noted with appreciation that the role of parents, religious leaders and cultural leaders in the operationalization of the National Sexuality Education Framework are clearly outlined in the document, but pointed out that they need to build the capacities so that they can deliver on their roles. The fourth concern we expressed, we also acknowledge that is the mandate of the National Curriculum Development Center to develop the curriculum. However, key stakeholders particularly should have the opportunity for inputs at material development and vetting levels. And who are the key stakeholders? You, my dear parents present here. We, as your religious leaders. Fourth, we noted with appreciation that provision has been made in the National Sexual Education Framework for accreditation of non-governmental organizations that Example of countries like Germany and Italy, where similar systems are put in place to support the church mission in the church, and nobody, by the way, is forced to pay his or her tithe. It's not the church's policy to force anyone to contribute to the needs of the church. And here, I call upon all of you that there is a need for supporting your local church. When we talk about 110, people don't understand. The Bible, you go and read the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 22 says the following: be sure to set aside a tenth of all your field produce each year and give it to God. The letter to the Hebrews, chapter 7, verse 4 says the same. Also, verse 7. However, it is our responsibility as a local church, be it in the diocesan bishop conference, to see how best to organize this in a transparent manner. One of the things which I hope in the future we could overcome, you go to developed countries like Germany, like Italy, TBDU, lwaki kuba bawa ekimu kya 10 kitegeeza ki ekimu ekye-10 bw'oba ofunye siringi 10 emu gy'otona sente senga buli mukristu awa polisi gye 10 zafuna 10 tetwetaaga nabwo bwo buno kyetuba twetaagaga kwe kola ntuteekawo structure mu parishes, ku masaza, mu ggwanga, how this money is collected and also accounted for. Nasomera Italy, that's where I did my doctorate for 4 years. Bo balina kye bayita otto per mille, bakisa n'okukisa ti ku buli euro 1000 z'ofuna tunako 8 bafuna sente bannange. It is well administered and they cater for their needs. Awo nno abantegeere obubi muntegeere bulungi. What I'm talking about is a biblical requirement. Edda bagiyitanga ndobolo. Kuno kulobola kuki Omukama kyakuwadde. Bible eri very clear nti ku buli siringi 10 yakomeka muswemu. Ekyo kyamaanyi nnyo bannange. Kati bwe tulaba bye tutumyako sente ebyo tetusobola kuyingiramu. naye nga kino nga bwe mbagambye teri akakibwa bw'oba toyagala ekigala nga bw'oli oliwooza mu maaso ga Katonda naye ffenna kitukwatako mwe ng'abakristo abakristo naffe bannaddiini bw'oba ofunye byokofunye ku buli 10 waayo. Conclusion. As I conclude to you all, I say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. May the birth of Jesus Christ remind each one of us to be a channel of peace, to be a channel of love and mercy. Let all organs of state work for the promotion of our national unity and stability, respecting our national constitution, where entire fundamental and human rights at all levels. Once again, Merry Christmas to all and Happy New Year.